Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back carrots. And guess what? We have reached the end of our music video marathon series for 17, right? Isn't it crazy? Because I took a little bit of breaks here and there. I was not able to film in some weeks, and then now I'm actually here. And I realized, oh, it's been like 2 to 3 months since I started this because I am quicker than a lot of people in catching up with stuff, definitely. But also at the same time, it feels like I literally just started. But it has been a long time. But anyway, we're here with part 11 of this series, and we're going to be getting to 3 music videos only today because that has been what has been released. So that is why. We're going to get into HOSHI and Woozi's collab, which I remember checking what it was called, and then I completely forgot when I did start this video. So I'm just going to check and make sure. 96ers, that's what it's called. I believe this song. Yes, it is true. So we have the 96ers, because I assume they're the 96th line. And then we have HOSHIXuji, which is going to be a great duo, I'm sure, which is the song 543 Pretty Woman with Alea Bankz, which I love her. I do. I at least, of course, with a lot of these, like, people that I mentioned that are outside of K-pop, a lot of times I'm more casual listeners, so if you guys are like, this person is actually a bad person, please tell me, because I feel like I know so much about K-pop, and then outside of that, I'm just a little bit out of the loop. But I like Alea Bankz' music. That's basically what I'm saying. So I'm intrigued to see where that's going to go. And then lastly, HOSHI released a new music video called Superstar, or Fallen Superstar, only a couple weeks ago. So that is very exciting. I saw a lot of you guys requesting me to watch it, and of course I would, because it's still there and I need to get into it. But yeah, that is basically what's going on. That's what's going to be happening. Sorry, I didn't realize I was sneezing. I was I was eating spicy noodles before I filmed this video. But yeah, of course, now in the future, if 17 release anything, I'll still be catching up. I'll still be watching, but it won't be a weekly occurrence like this. There will probably most likely be a group that takes over this spot, and I'll be getting into them because I really enjoy doing music video marathons. I just think it's so nice, especially since there's so many artists that I've reacted to, but there's not many where I've actually reacted to all of their stuff, which is what I want to do at the end of the day. So I think this is a great platform, and that is how it's going to be. So just like I did with TXT a few months ago now, we are officially saying goodbye, at least, to the weekly videos here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Patreon and YouTube respectively. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. It's a little bit of a bittersweet feeling, right? But it is going to be a good time, I promise you. So yeah, I just say, without further ado, let's dive right in and see what we have in store. We're going to watch each of these music videos twice, unless I find that one doesn't have any captions on it, because I haven't checked that yet. So sorry about that. But without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go into this, and we're starting off with our first music video. This is the HXW, or HOSHIXuji music video for 96ers, or 96liners. Yeah, basically. I think it says specifically same aged friends, I think is what, like, basically kind of what it translates to. Almost directly. Again, I'm not the best at Korean. I tried my best. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's in store here. I wonder, because like their solo songs have been like, I feel like they kind of, not that they're similar, but I feel like the vibes fit together a little bit. So I'm excited to see how they go with this, and how, like, if they do fit together, I should say. But anyway, let's dive right in. Ooh, I was almost spoiled myself there. Let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, we're watching each of these music videos twice. I'll put on the captions the second time so I can kind of process everything to the best of my abilities, even though I am not, I'm a little bit slow to process. I'll be fair, because of autism. But anyway, let's go right ahead. Let's get it. Spicy noodles not a good idea before filming, guys. What are we doing? I immediately got like appraisal vibes. 96 HW. Ooh! Wait a minute. I also realized that they're in leaders together, so who's it, babe? Sorry. What is? I'm trying to figure out what that line, like that instrumental part that we have right now, what it is, because it sounds like a vocal, but I have no fucking idea. Hold on.
우리 뭉침 호주에 주만 남은 코치에 진이 중에 96 HOSHI baby Uzi baby
I know their voices together.
You know baby just
Ooh.
like this 무대위 밤새에 퍼지는 my type
Ooh.
welcome to you 멜로디로 찰지
I love that he's on display. Okay, I'm so curious about the song. It's like every few seconds we're taking a tumble and we're like changing it up, and I'm just like, oh, what's going on? I love this era for Hoshi. I do. The blonde and almost very like it looks like he just took a bunch of like hair gel or something and just went and that's it. I don't know why. I love it. Also, I don't think it is, but that is almost a mesh illusion. And I was a little bit spooked there. Ooh. Cowbell? Sure. Ooh.
Just like this, just like this, just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요 동갑내기. Take it, take it, boom. Pull up, pull up. Take it, take it, boom. Pull up. 선호공 중에 우두머리죠. 부룩하면 용띠형들 다 모르죠. 질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘. 우리처럼 해봐요 just like this.
This is a very like playful song, but I think that's what to kind of expect a little bit with them, I would say. I think like on his own and when he's producing for the group, I think Uzi can do like anything. But I feel like if you put these two together, that's kind of what you're going to happen. Again, you got Cheers, and we had what is the other song called again? Oh God, I can't remember. It was very good. Anyway, the other leader's song. You know what I mean? You know which one I'm thinking of. Hold on. Cause like the vocals. Like they're kind of singing this very like ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, especially in the chorus there, but then also in the verses. It's very like, it almost feels like they're like teasing me or fucking with me during this song. Oh, the pink fits! I like him. Those glasses! Absolutely. Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Ooh! Not saying I didn't enjoy this earlier. I was a little apprehensive towards the chorus specifically, but then they did something there. I don't know how to explain it, but they added some like little bassy part there that I really appreciate, especially like this right here. Right there. Ooh. That fucks hard. Ooh. Oh.
Here we go. Brothers and sisters. 모두 춤을 몸을 맡겨. 서로에게 연계 붙어.
I think they're both feeling each other, but like in different ways in this one. Oh, hold on, please. All of this like whisper singing. I wouldn't call it whisper. It's just very like, it's almost like they're trying to use no inflection at all. Like they're trying to be super neutral with the way they're speaking and like not show any emotion. Except a little bit of sass. I hear the sass there, but you know.
모두 춤을 몸을 맡겨. 서로에게 연계 붙어. Here we go, here we go, here we go. At the party, Johnny, come back.
That's right. Little spins.
Just like this, just like this, just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요 동갑내기.
I thought so. I was like, oh my god, if they're either that they are gonna like mesh into the painting or there's gonna be a frame somewhere. Slam. First single album Beam. That's the thing I remember when because I have a whole, I like lists, I like spreadsheets, I like all of that. I will share my spreadsheet soon, guys, so you can like more easily navigate my channel, because I think those are nice to have. I like spreadsheets, but there is something I like to do where I like to like list out all the albums some group has created, and I include units, and then I realized when I was making 17s, like, there's so many fucking units. Because they all, like, it's not like they would just release a single, right? They release an album. At least an EP. And I'm just like, man, please, AP. There was a lot going on there. But of course, we love it. I don't know. It's very interesting to see what two members of a 13-member group like to make together, you know? It's always interesting. Yeah, I like the vibes of this. The music video was fun. I like the concept of them just being like pieces of art on display. Basically, everyone was looking at them like, who made this artwork? I can see the Impressionist era being shown on this piece. You know, like how art critics do their thing. I'm not an art critic, so I can't really replicate it that well. But I like that aspect of this. And then also the song itself, clearly very much, they were having fun, right? Unless maybe I look at the lyrics now and it's like sad. I don't know. But they're very, very clearly having fun. A lot of like just goofing about, being silly, you know, is what I felt here. And hey, it fits them really well, I think. Especially, like I said, with them both being leaders, and leaders have, like, they definitely like to go strong for sure. But at the same time, I think they play around a lot more, which is quite interesting. But with both of them being there, it makes sense that they would make something like this together, you know? Yeah. I think the first chorus and, like, that specifically just didn't hit for me. And then when it came back again with that little change up, that was good, though. So I think really the only part that didn't feel like, to me was the first chorus. And that's really good in, like, a 3-minute song, you know? Exactly 3 minutes, basically. I appreciated that, you know? I did. Great job, guys. What fun. What clear, so much fun. So, we're going to dive into it one more time. I'm assuming that these two, there was this guy and then, like, a girl with pink hair, I think. I think they were supposed to be, like, you know, in museums or, like, art exhibits, how they have, like, the handlers of the art, and they got, like, the gloves on, and they're, like, super careful, and then, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Always wearing suits for some reason. Gotta be as fancy as possible. That is at least the vibe that I got. You know, taking care of fragile and important luggage. But anyway, let's dive into it one more time. Oh yeah, this classic music too. Again, I wonder what that sample is, or if they just did that themselves.
우리 둘이 뭉치면 호주에 주만 남은 코치에 진이 중에 HOSHI baby
Uzi baby, all I wanna do, baby. You know, baby, just like this.
Hey.
We tell we pump saying, 퍼지는 my type, we're 화수목금토일, 멜로디로 찰지.
Oh, it's just about them.
중에 우두머리죠. 구룩하면 영티형들 다 무리죠. 질투 나도 욕은 하지 말아줘. 우리처럼 해봐요, just like this.
Hey.
Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요, 동갑내기.
Yeah, like 동갑내기. So I think it's like, yeah, 동갑 means same age friends, like you're the same age. Ooh, cheeky cheeky boom. Aw, is that true though? I don't know if that's just like, because there's this part right here, right in the middle. Who look out? We first met runny-nosed kids in middle school. Have they known each other for that long? If so, that'd be crazy. But I don't know if that like necessarily is true. But again, that would be really cool. These close-ups are so cool though. Like, it's wild being just like getting it to see like pores and like all that is always kind of crazy. The technology is working super fast. And this too, I'm assuming it's just like, it's just about them.
Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요, 동갑내기.
Oh my god, they were counting down to the bush crash. You know, I warmed up. I've warmed up to this. I've warmed up to this chorus. I think I enjoy it. Yeah. Hey.
우리처럼 해봐요, just like this. 호랑이 눈빛, baby I'm worth it. 나도 오버해도 말리지마 지위. 어제들의 눈빛, 어우치가 됐지. 비행기 호시와 우지. 우리 둘이 뭉친 호주. 처만 남은 코치를 즐기 중이. 또 그래도 we never business. 좋다 좋아, baby just like this.
That voice right there. I love that, Uzi.
질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘. 우리처럼 해봐요, just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요, 동갑내기.
That right there, though. I know that's right.
선호공 중에 우두머리죠. 구륙하면 용띠형들 다 무리죠. 질투나도 욕은 하지 말아줘.
Wait a minute, hold what's up?
머리 위로 우리 적셔.
흔들어 모두 mess up.
Oh.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Brothers and sisters.
모두 춤을 몸을 맡겨. 서로에게 연계부터. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At the party, Johnny come back. You can be like me. At the party, Johnny come back.
Hey.
You can be like me.
I love this part especially because obviously HOSHI's doing his thing and you just hear Wizzy in the background going, oh. Oh. Are you sure? I don't think so. Hey. I thought they said pretty boys.
Just like this. 우리처럼 해봐요, 동갑내기.
Oh my gosh. Yo! I love the lyrics. They were so much fun and like so cheeky. Dragon Boys aren't Dragons though 2000? Or maybe I'm assuming... I'm just guessing here that it's based on the Chinese zodiac. It might not be, and they're just calling somebody the Dragon Boys for some other reason. I don't know. But potential. There's potential there. Yeah, that was 96ers. I enjoyed that a lot. I definitely did. I think, like I said, the first chorus definitely grew on me, for sure. I feel like I enjoyed the second listen through, so I think that this could be another one of my, like, 17 time to party kind of songs. Or, like, just time to get down. That kind of vibe. I can see myself feeling that way. But very fun, though. I enjoyed their chemistry. I enjoyed their vibes. I enjoyed, like, just the overall aesthetic was really fun, too, with this music video. And... yeah, sick, very much sick. That last part got me jumping. It always sucks when I'm like listening to a new song and I'm like, oh yeah, this is really sick, I want to dance, and then I realize I can't because I'm sitting here on my ass. So that sucks a little bit, but it's fun, obviously. It's okay. So yeah, that was 96ers, or like I said, do it like same age. Do it like you're the same age. I don't know exactly how to exactly translate that. But yeah, let's move on to our next music video, our next song, which is I'm assuming who that is, but okay, sorry. I'm just gonna like not focus on that. This is HOSHI 543, in parentheses, Pretty Woman with Bankz. First of all, I hope she's in this music video. But from what I remember, I think they actually promoted the song with her, and she actually was in Korea. So I would hope that she's in this music video too. At least, usually that is what they do. But I also hope they're like in the same, like, they exist in the same frame, you know? Like, I wish to see them singing side by side. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm nervous now seeing this. I don't know. Again, I have a feeling this is Mingyu, just because of this. But it might not be, and that would kill me, because if you guys know, I'm currently battling, after doing this entire series, I'm battling with biases and being like, who would it be? I'm thinking it's either going to be Dino or Seungchul. Those are the two that I've been thinking for a bit now. But it's still up and open. But I feel like if I saw his back, that would be kind of crazy. I wouldn't know how to handle it. Anyway, let's dive right into this so I don't focus on this all day. And frankly, I need to move on, you know? Let's dive right into 5, 4, 3, Pretty Woman. Let's go. Yep. Ooh! Ah! Is this like an is it called an interpolation? I cannot remember. It might be Elvis, it might be somebody else. But that song, Pretty Woman Walking Down the Street, it might not be Elvis, I'm not sure. I can search that up later as soon as we have listened to this. But that might be it, because that feels very familiar, that instrumental. Thank God. Or is he... I was thinking, like... Okay, hold on. I'll start that from the beginning. Okay. Thank God for that. We're good. A little bit, at least. 5, 4, 3. Ooh! Okay. They knew how to choose a duo for this one, I'm just saying. Ooh! Hold on. X? What does 02 mean? Is he just saying that he's like that, like, desirable? That makes sense, to be fair. Everyone's just staring him up. Oh! she is actually here. I don't know if they're gonna turn the camera around, but she's actually here. Again. She's so pretty. Ah.
Rolling on my street, yeah, she on fire.
Yeah.
So spicy, 5, 4, 3. That's great.
Ooh. Hey. Why is he so tall?
But if anything, if we talking list, I'm killing everything. Hot commodity, you give it up, it's wedding ring. Not to boast, I'm super bad, got my own bag. Beauty's in the eye beholder, but I'm saying.
Oh my god, is she doing like a little different, little bit of a different voice for this one? Because I feel like, again, I'm used to, and hopefully this doesn't get a copy struck in any way. But which is one of, like, which one was it that I have been listening to? I mean, why does it not come up? Oh yeah, Na 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 is the one I listen to. I mean, yeah, I can hear it. But I think she's going for a little bit of a different tone in this one, I feel.
Really hurt, but if anything, if we talking list, I'm killing everything. Hot commodity, to give it up is wedding ring. Not to boast, I'm super bad, got my own bag. Beauty's in the eye beholder, but I'm something to brag on. So done, my lipstick, yep, from carrying this weight, I almost broke my backbone. People down the block, they keep trolling. In and out my soul, I'm so.
Hey.
Anybody hate, I beats the black subject, they're pretty, but they thinking I'm not. And they still watch Miss Ladybug connected to that. Believe me, they be hiding, but they throwing them rocks. Looking presidential, should be in oval. Korea to US, my money by coastal. A bad bitch is sharing my plate, I'm not greedy. Girls, we run the world, I'm so
Pretty woman. Rolling on my.
Okay, transition. I want to say, because I'm used to her, like, I'm used to her singing her a lot more, like, a deeper voice. She's doing a little bit more like a lighter tone in this one. You know?
Girls, we run the world, I'm so
Because everyone's like, oh my god, that's a woman singing the song?
Yeah, she on fire. So spicy, 5, 4, 3, let's go.
Ooh! Okay! Oh my god, these fits, are you kidding me? Everyone's just watching them. It's real. Oh my gosh! The little dudes. Little keychain dudes. Mickey's voice. Are you kidding me? Woo! I do love the rock and roll kind of vibe in this one. Hey. Ooh. Goodbye. Oh. Are you kidding me? There's an hour of credits, or an hour. There's a minute of credits. I thought we were getting a 4-minute song and I was so excited. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get a little bloopers though. Ooh. Listen. Bad blonde hair. Hey. Listen, even when you're that hot, it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna be difficult to, like, if people are looking at you, it's gonna be really difficult to act like you're, like, just chill about it. For sure. Why do you look so good in just a tank top? Like, are you kidding me? Hey. Hold on, I just want to see something. I fucking knew it. Listen. Dude came out recently. I also watched Killing It Girl. I haven't watched a performance of Killing It Girl, so I don't think was she in the music video? I don't remember. But I was like so sure that I saw just like a moment of Alyssa somewhere, and I was like, I need to see in the credits. And yeah. Yep. She's booked and busy. Bruh, don't be doing those faces. Well, first of all, I need to see, because if I got that wrong, I'm so sorry, because, you know, I'm like most people are. I'll acknowledge that, hey, Elvis did make some fucking catchy ass music, but he was also a very serious stealer of shit. He liked to steal, you know? Steal music, that is. Let's see here. No, it was not. Is it this guy? Roy Orbison. Have never heard of this person before. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman. Wait. The kind I'd like to meet? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, he's pretty. Oh, he's got. That's definitely the biggest hit. Also. Baby, she's got it? Is that the song? No, I think that's a different one. Anyway, I don't want to get copyright struck by this, like, legendary artist. Although he shares some rockabilly roots. Different brand of country pop-based rock and roll in the early 60s. What he lacked in photogenic looks. That was a bit of a read, Spotify. Anyway, yeah, so this song is an interpolation of that song. I don't mind those. I think, like, hey, if you want to make a song and you want to, like, use a previously existing, like, a property that's already existing, because you think it makes sense, you think it would fit, you know, I'm not dogging on that, you know, but I don't know. I think I just personally enjoy when it is more just like, oh, this came from my creative thoughts, I guess. But it was still fun, obviously. And I think this brought a little bit of a different vibe to the original than the original did, especially since it did have a rap break. But she's fantastic. I like Bankz. I just, again, a little sucks that they couldn't film it together, but hey, sometimes that is not the case, that you can't do that. But every time it happens, I just, like, cross my fingers and hope for the best. But, yeah, I enjoyed the vibes. I thought it was fun. They looked a little too lethal in this, though. I need them to, like, calm down and be like, okay, how are people going to feel if I just take out my guns? Both of them. Pointing at both of you. Because it kills. It kills. Not just Carrots, but everybody else, honestly. Because you look too good. Too good. Anyway, we're going to dive into it one more time with the captions on, although I feel like I got the mood, so to say. But we're still going to see what happens. So let's dive right in one more time. It almost went like more rock in some ways, but also very electronic. Yeah, the chorus is like the most similar. The energy's there though. Is that what was happening right there? I'm trying to sin with you? That's a wild lyric. Okay, hold on. It's been a while, I think, since I picked up a microphone, sir. 17 reaction. I'm trying to sin with you. Listen, did I think that this, because of the imagery and the way that they look, did I think this is going to be an innocent song? Nah. Did I expect I'm trying to swim with you? Nah, I did not do that. But hey, that's what I deserve. I don't know. Sorry. Uh-huh. Hey.
Really hurt, but if anything, if we talking list, I'm killing everything. Hot commodity to give it up is wedding ring. Not to boast, I'm super bad, got my own bag. Beauty's in the eye beholder, but I'm something to brag on. So dot, my lipstick, yep, from carrying this weight, I almost broke my backbone. People down, I'm up, they keep trolling. In and out, my soul, I'm so. How could anybody hate? I beat the block, subject to pretty, but they thinking I'm not. And they still watch Miss Ladybug connected to dots. Believe me, they be hiding, but they throwing them rocks. But the presidential should be in oval. Korea to US, my money by coastal. A bad bitch is sharing my plate, I'm not greedy. Girls, we
Bad, they just... Pledges. Hive. Bad biddies. That sounds like something else. I'll be real.
Korea to US, my money by coastal. A bad bitch is sharing my plate, I'm not greedy. Girls, we run the world, I'm so pretty woman.
That's right, that's right. The ad-lib? I didn't notice that. Yes, I am. Hey. That's right. I love everyone just being so shook.
Set up, keep it saucy, serving hot so, yes please. Are you ready? Come and ride it. Take a seat, let it hit. We gon' waste no time with it. Every night, yeah, we can ride non-stop. We gon' lose our mind.
I get, okay, this is probably related to a car, but I don't ride it non-stop. I didn't, listen. Did I think this was, like I said, I didn't think this was going to be innocent. Did I think there was going to be, like, this many metaphors, or I should say, ways to hide what you're actually talking about? No, I did not. Come on, guys, please. Just let me have a calm moment.
We can waste no time with it. Every night, yeah, we can ride non-stop. We gon' lose our minds.
Hey. I don't know. I'm not gonna protest or anything. Hey. Oh my god. Everyone's just watching. They don't give a fuck. Or maybe they do give a fuck, but they're just like... Are these all the girls too? Are they supposed to be players? Obviously, Mingy was like texting X and then it said number 2 or something. So it seems like they're players. They're just like, hold on, you and I are both similar creatures. We're both pretty human. Huh. Oh my god. Eskoopsmingu, Bankz, and every pretty woman. Thank you, even though I'm not a woman. I appreciate that. Most people view me as a woman. I don't see myself as one, but I'll take the compliment. Because, like, I don't know. I still feel connected to a lot of those feelings that are around being like that, if you know what I mean. So, I don't know. I'm just taking it for myself. Why not? So, yeah. Again, a little bit wild when I actually read the lyrics, but hey, it was still fun. I think this is also a song I think I can grow a little bit more listening to it. But again, because I was like never a big fan of the original song, and my might not hit as good, but obviously they did turn it around. It wasn't a copy, you know? Interpolations are definitely like a personal taste thing if you enjoy them or not, but it's not considered stealing, because else you'd be sued to hell, you know? So yeah, I did enjoy it, but I don't know, like I said, because like I didn't listen to the original song. It's still very catchy, and it's still very like high tempo and fun, which I enjoy, but we're gonna see it because, again, of that aspect. We're gonna see if I enjoy it as I continue to listen to it. But that was a lot of fun, though, especially music video wise. Like chaos, running around, having fun, and a lot of beautiful women, which that's always a plus, you know. So yeah, I just sucked that wasn't. I wish it would have gone on, because I was so like, oh my god, we're gonna get like quite a long song, but nah. But it's fine. I'll deal with it. So yeah, we only have one more music videos to go, and then we are finished with this episode. I mean, since we only had 3 today, it's a little bit of a shorter one. But it's kind of wild that we're basically already finished. So yeah, this is HOSHI's second single, I believe, because he did Spider, and then, at least from what I remember, there's nothing in between. So it's been like 5 years since he released a solo song. But I assume with like the climate, just how 17 is doing right now with multiple members now being in the military, you know, that's kind of how it's gonna go. Of just, you know, you're doing your own thing. Maybe you're doing a unit, but to some fans, it's gonna be like, why did you do this without this person and this person? And you're like, there's not much we can do right now. They're in the military. That's why, you know. But of course, they can do whatever they feel like. So yeah, I'm excited though to dive in and see what we have in store for him, because like I said, he has done Spider before, and I really liked Spider, so I'm ready to see what vibe the song is going to give. So let's go right ahead into our last music video for this entire series, which is wild to say, at least for now. Probably going to be more stuff later, because there always is. So let's dive right in.
You're just a falling superstar.
Hold on.
You're just a falling superstar.
Ooh.
The way you fall into my
A lot more emotional than I thought. Hi. Ooh. That drum? Okay. Okay. Total tone shift, but I appreciate it, because it sounds very, very beautiful so far.
And I see how you need me, what you do to reach me. You're just a falling superstar.
Ooh. Okay, instrumental. Whoa. Yeah, total tone shift, but it works.
I just made a wish. If we do is heaven, I just made a list.
Ooh.
Know that I'm bleeding, and I see how you need me, what you do to reach me. You're just a falling superstar.
Ooh. See the side of the guitar. I don't think I've ever seen a music video where the artist is inside a guitar. but here we are, you know. Like, have you seen the art like artist rendition of what it would be like if you were this tiny inside a guitar? It looks really cool. It's almost like being inside like a huge like a ballroom or like something like that, but almost it's got an eerie feeling about it, you know. But that's very interesting. She's so pretty, like, goodness me. I guess because she's a fallen rock star, she has that vibe, but like the full black outfit and the smoky eyes. Hoshi likes some rock stars, huh? Let's go. Ooh! Okay, voice manipulation. Very, very pretty. Wow. Why does that feel kind of fucked up? Just see him laying on the ground and like having a guitar that's just broken around him. So I'm assuming this is like a metaphor, or at least for these lyrics, it feels like there's been a separation, there's been a breakup, somebody who's in his life left for some reason, and the kind of like the section here, this like 30 seconds to a minute long segment was just like a kind of a representation of like him feeling like he was thrown out of a window, essentially, of being like discarded or let go or dumped, whatever term you want to use, you know. At least that's kind of what I feel. But fallen superstar. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. I mean, I'm going to find out soon enough, but it's a very curious one to say, right? I'm going to turn down the light a little bit. I'm sorry. My eyes are suffering a little bit. But yeah, I like the song itself. It was very much, like I said, definitely a tone change, and especially a tone change not just for his stuff, but also for today. Like, very different songs, these three, which I did appreciate. I mean, yeah, I think so. They feel very different from each other. And I enjoy that, you know? I like getting a nice spread out sample, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like definitely this comes from an emotional place, though. I think you could hear it in the voice, because overall he just sounded very like downtrodden, and his like tone was very like you know, like just kind of talking like this or singing like this, you know. The color scheme, very like cold. It felt very cold. Maybe it's just because it is cold, but I felt very cold watching this. And yeah, I'm just like a little bit, I don't know. I think whenever, especially if it's like the last song, I'm always just a little bit like my energy dips later in, like at the end of the video, and then you're just like probably, it's not that fun to watch, most likely, but hey, that's authentic. And like I mentioned in a recent video, I'm trying to be more authentic next year. It's still December though, but still, I'm trying to be more authentic. So enough about me talking. Let's go ahead and get into it one more time with the captions on and see what is being sung about. Let's go.
You're just a fallen superstar. The way you fall into my
I like the guitar, and I'm usually not a fan.
dreams, I made a promise that I'll find somebody to fix everything. And I know that I'm bleeding, and I see how you need me. What you do for to reach me. You're just a falling superstar. Don't let it fall into my arms. You're just a falling superstar. Don't let it fall into my arms.
Very much like this kind of song. I caught that. Angel Numbers. Ooh. It's probably not then a breakup song, but it seems like it's just talking about how, like, they, like, these people found each other in, like, a very uncertain and kind of shaky circumstance. Like, they both had been hurt before for some reason, and then they found each other and they found comfort in that. But it's almost like he's lamenting over the fact that, like, you know, this person that I like, that I love, maybe perhaps, is hurt and clearly is suffering. And that's like a difficult thing to go through. I've never been in that position because the only relationship I was in was like over the internet and like years ago. So, you know, it's been a bit, so I can't really say this from a romantic perspective, but I definitely think that with like friendship relationships and also friendships, I should say, friendship and family, sometimes you can just tell when somebody's not doing well, and you try your darndest to be there for them, but you also know that it's like that person also has to figure it out, at least on some way of their own, how to handle it. And that can be painful, you know, like trying to navigate that, of how you, as somebody who's already a hurt person yourself, how you kind of are supportive and there for your person while they're suffering, you know? Oof.
You need me, but you're too far to reach me. You're just a falling superstar. Don't let it fall into my
Oof, these effects though, the falling, and this inside the guitar. The drums are so quick and I love it. Right. This part, you could pause this part at any point and then have a really good profile picture. To be fair, photogenic is all hell. Like, oof. Oof. 1111 bleeding superstar from Superstar. You know, like, isn't this? I've proven it right now. You know, if you're actually looking for a new profile picture, if you're looking for a new phone background, just screenshot this music video, and specifically these like 3 seconds. I love both how it's both ethereal and then also really quick. With that, again, that snare, that like quick drum, that very quick drums. I think it has a term, like what you call it, but out the window. Smash. just laying there. I hope that was a cheap guitar, because otherwise that would have hurt my feelings personally. Yeah, that was Fallen Superstar. Very beautiful song, like, of course, instrumentally, but also with the lyrics. I feel like I said, I think that is kind of where I've landed, is like having somebody and knowing that, like, you can be there, but you're not really either going to help their struggles. Again, it's always nice to have support, but for a lot of things, especially if they're, like, you know, traumatic and whatnot, there's also a self-discovery and a journey that you have to go through in that way. So even though you can be there to support and just, like, help, a lot of the times it's not going to be enough. And I noticed that on many people is, like, if there's anything that's, like, happened then afterwards because of that, they blame themselves a lot of the time, which is, like, wild, because you did everything that you could, most likely. Unless you were an asshole. I don't know. But you did everything you could, and then whatever happened, and so living in guilt is, of course, normal for some people, but it's not going to, how should I say, it's not going to help you recover either. You know what I mean? But anyway, very, very beautiful. Like I said, very different from Spider, but I think it also fit him in an interesting way. Seeing him earlier in this video with Woozy and doing that song, and then now getting this one, very stark difference. But hey, I appreciated it, you know? So yeah, that was officially the last episode of 17 Music Video Marathon. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, it feels just as weird for me as it probably does for you that we are done with this. But of course, if you guys haven't, if you just joined this episode, if you joined 2 ones ago, please make sure you watch the entire series. I mean, that would be a lot, but if you want to see, because I like I said, I've gone through basically every music video they've done now. If they're not in this series, it's because I've done them in other videos, and I'll try to link them, but also obviously I have a 17 playlist, which you will find at the end card, of course. So check that out if you're curious, but I implore you to go check those out too, because there's been a lot of fun stuff going on this week, and I very much have enjoyed it. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that, and make sure you also check for next week and see what's going to be up next, you know? But yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say here, at least. So let's go to the outro, and I'll say my final things. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, that was all I had for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying with me. So yeah, a little bit of a shorter one, I guess. Still an hour, but what else can I do? I'm me. You know that. I know that. We all know that. But yeah, I enjoyed this last one. I definitely did. I think there's been a couple of banger episodes that have really, like, stuck with me. I think where we got to Hit and Fear, I really love that. The episode where we got to Fighting, because Fighting is currently one of my favorite songs, and it kind of was before I even listened to it, because I just knew it was going to be my vibe. And then when we got into the 3 solo songs, I also really enjoyed, or 3 unit songs, the most recent ones with, like, La La Lee and Spell, and also the last one I can't remember the title for. I really enjoyed those. I did. But yeah, there was a lot of fun here too. And like I mentioned, if they do release anything, either member, units, song, like full group, or as full group as it can be right now, I'll be sure to watch that now, since I've caught up with basically every release that I missed. Again, I did a little bit of like a oopsie, sorry guys, I made a mistake video like yesterday at this point. So yeah, but that is how it's going to be, and I hope you guys are okay with that. You know, I'll still be here, just not as often. Most likely. So yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say though. So if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and check me out over on Patreon. I do a lot of things over there, including early access to most of my YouTube videos, as well as K-drama and variety watches. Make sure you check that out. Like this video if you like it, and if you have any requests, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.